Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series. It's Sunday night. The cars are gridding up. Qualifying has taken place. While we're looking at qualifying, we will go down to the track race control for our invocation.
We thank you for this day, for this city, and for the thousands gathered here and across the country to witness the beauty of strategy, speed, and sheer determination. We honor the talent it takes to drive inches from disaster at 180 miles an hour and still keep one's cool. Protect those behind the wheel and those behind the wall. We ask that you would keep every driver focused, every crew member alert, every official clear in judgment, and every volunteer fueled with caffeine and goodwill. Every fan loud, loyal, engaged, and energized, and every caution flag brief as we experience today under the canopy of your care. Let this day be a day where speed meets safety, where competition doesn't cancel out character, and where the only thing spinning out is the winner doing his victory donut. And as the engines roar and rubber burns, may this be more than just a race, but a reminder of what's possible when people focus, push limits, and trust those riding beside them. May this race uplift, unite, and electrify. And I pray that the only thing that breaks down today are the barriers between people, between backgrounds, and everything else that divides us. When the pressure rises, let calm prevail. And when the unexpected comes, let grace hold. We pray today for a clean race, a safe race, and a race that reminds us all that no matter the obstacles, every lap counts. Bless the fans, the families, the teams, and this great city of Chicago. May we all leave inspired to run our race with joy, integrity, and a full tank of purpose. And God, when it's all said and done, let the traffic be merciful when it's time to go home. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem from Disney's The Lion King, coming to the Palace Theater this October.
We will skip the national anthem tonight because the cars are on the track already and lined up and getting ready to race around Watkins Glen International, the world famous road course. Been racing in NASCAR since 1957. Tonight we're not running the boot circuit. The NASCAR circuit is underway. Congratulations to the CEO of Midwest Motorsports, your pole sitter, Justin Thaler. The Castrol Dark Horse Mustang on the pole tonight. Not his first pole. Going to share the front row by last season's winner, Brandon Thayer, who won it on his birthday. So very familiar with this track. Justin Reinstedel in the U-Pike Golf paint tonight. Starting third, Ty Williams in the Jarritos Toyota will start fourth. Eric Thaler, Sean Cunningham round out the top three rows. Good qualifying for Aaron Holroyd and Michael Samia. Barney's going to drop off the track, and we're going to go racing. There we go, coming to the line. Justin Thaler kicks the tires and lights the fires. Brandon Thayer hangs with him. Look at the 81. Turn one is going to be madness. Look out, everybody. We are into turn one for the first time. They all make it through. Oh, I say that, and Eric Thaler spins around. I think that was Eric. No, it's the number 8 of Ant Castor gathering it back up. I hope. All right, Ant Castor's back on the road. We're coming in. Ooh, nice Midwest Motorsports paint. We'll go back and check that out. Ty Williams chasing Brandon Thayer into the bus stop for the first lap. Line astern through the bus stop. Everybody makes it through. Eric Thaler looking inside Sean Cunningham. Mr. Sideways, the 15 car, now looks to take a spot from Sean Cunningham side by side. Down to the final two corners, turn 10 and 11. For the first lap, Justin Thaler gets credit for leading a lap as well as the pole position. So this is how the race is going to start off. We're racing 45 laps tonight. Three sets of tires on the wall. I don't think we'll use them. Looking over Justin Thaler's shoulder. Now Brandon Thayer chasing Justin Thaler into the bus stop. Hard to decide how difficult it is to do these lap after lap consistently. I'm sure we'll see some chaos tonight. I just hope it's not the broadcaster's curse. Racing is underway. Close battle back here with Trevor McLaughlin and Eric Thaler. These guys from Aaron Holroyd on back. Trevor Mack tastes the rainbow tonight. The Ghost paint, the Ghost energy drink paint. Ooh, a little lockup there from Eric as he is chasing Aaron Holroyd in the new black paint tonight. Into turn one we go. Hard on the brakes. Aaron Holroyd holds them off. For now. Oh no, black flag. May have been Braden Holycross. Nope. Maybe. Brandon gets a drive through, but he's racing tonight in that Michael Skinner paint, I believe. Justin Thaler rounding out his lap. Finishing this third lap. Torben Flickenstein looking inside turn one for Michael Samia. Can't make it stick. Jason Huffman not far behind in the Dr. Pepper. Michael Samia leading this group through the bus stop in the number 10. I believe it's the Gas Monkey paint. Looks kind of like it. Maybe not. We'll have to ask him. Maybe he'll be in the top 3 when the race is over. You never know. There's the Doritos machine of Ty Williams, former champion. No change up front, Justin Thaler. But Brandon Thayer is right on his ass. Excuse my mouth. Right behind him. Through the bus stop. Again, Justin Thaler, very familiar with this track. Brandon Thayer, former winner. Ty Williams, I believe also a former winner, former champion. Surprised to see Dustin Reinstedt 3 seconds back already. You never count the 11 out. Change of position. It's like Ant Castor and Jason Huffman are slicing and dicing back here. Ant Castor gets him back. What a move. Will the race continue on into turn 1? Ant Castor in the Midwest Motorsports machine. A new paint for the 8. We haven't seen Ant Castor racing in a while. Glad he's joining us tonight. Welcome back, Ant. Never misses a podcast, the cool down lap. There's Jason Huffman's Dr. Pepper machine. Chasing Ant Castor's Corbin Dickinson right behind. Hard to describe the elevation change in those S's. Turn 2, 3, and 4. Brake disc glowing as Jason Huffman tries to get his position back on the 8. He had it. Ant Castor got it back. This is the closest race on the track. Kevin Mayer. The Ryan Blaney, number 12. And we got pit stops already. Brandon Thayer and Eric Thaler are in the pits. That's early, lap 7. They're gonna stop. Yes, they do. Stop for fuel. No competition caution. Straight up. Unlikely to be a yellow tonight. So no chance for a lucky dog. Just an insurance stop. Make sure they can make it on fuel the full 45 laps. About 13 or 14 laps on a tank of fuel around this long track. Justin Thaler wisely comes in. Win in Rome. And Ty Williams stays out. All right. Gonna go for the overcut. Can he crank out some fast laps here? Ty Williams is on the clock. John Cunningham, Trevor Mack, and Aaron Holroyd all stay out. It would not surprise me if Trevor Mack can try. Oh, Aaron Holroyd on the same pit strategy stays out, but goes wide into turn 1. As other cars are coming out of the pits. What happened to Aaron? Oh, it looks like he was avoiding going into turn 1. Avoiding Trevor Mack, thought about diving in and does great to avoid him. So good job. Good job, Ant. But now I'm sorry, Aaron, by avoiding cars in front, but now you're dropped back to 5th place still. Great run. Michael Samia did get by. Don't forget, a couple cars took the pit stops for fuel already. So we know they can make it with 2 stops. Is anybody going to try to do 2 more stops, I should say, for those who pitted? Is anybody going to try to do a natural 2 stop? It would not surprise me if this guy does. Ty Williams. He is known for being bad fast, very cerebral racer. Comes in with a plan, knows what to expect every time he races. Very fast. Over a second difference between everybody, so we're riding with the leader, Ty Williams, not going beyond curbing there. After the outer loop. Back stretch, they call it. NASCAR style. There is another layout that includes called the boot section, which we ran last season. Not this time. Trevor Mack. Let's see if he's doing any kind of fuel save. We go in the helmet. Downshifting. Once again, we'll ride with them. You can't overstate the elevation change. You can see right here, the G's building up. Of course, you don't feel them in iRacing, but often the car will get sideways, especially on old tires. Avoid the guardrail there. Trevor Mack giving it plenty of respect. Avoiding the curb on the exit of the bus stop. Buses are not running today in the bus stop. You don't have to worry. Your leader, Ty Williams, is he going to come in? Nope. Decides to stay out. So I think with 2 stops, 3 stints. Of course, 45 doesn't go easy for you. Going to take 15 laps. To only stop twice, run 3 stints. Do you take tires? Do you not? We'll see if anybody takes the tires at the second stop. All right. Race reset. The guys that have stopped start with P8, which is Justin Taylor. He now has a 1.2 second lead over Brandon Thayer in the shop. Dustin Reinstedel 6 seconds in third of those that stopped. So remember, the top 7 have not made a pit stop yet. Will they save a stop? Didn't see exactly how much longer their lap was on the stop, so I don't know the pit delta, but not realistic, only taking 6, 7 laps of fuel. They were stopped for about 6 seconds, 1 second. For 7 laps, so that's not bad. Easy for me to do that math. Sean Cunningham now is 71. Great to see Sean Cunningham having a good run. Catching air over the bus stop exit. Thanks again to everybody for joining us on YouTube, the new home of Midwest Motorsports. Sean Cunningham, this guy's teammate, 10 seconds behind your leader. Sean got around Trevor. Trevor has not stopped yet. Michael Sania also has not stopped. Aaron Holroyd. And the Manscaped machine. He brought the Manscaped back. So, glad to have Aaron going back to the old school. Getting a clean shave on that barrier on the entry to the bus stop. Justin Thaler now going through traffic. He passes Corbin Flickenstein. Brandon Thayer's next. Can Brandon get by? Is Corbin going to let him go? I don't think Corbin had too much of a choice in that one, but Brandon was on his bumper. Side by side to go. Across the entrance. rejoin from the boot. And Brandon Thayer now hunts the racing apex through turn 10 and 11. Brandon Thayer on the hunt. All right, Michael Samia now pitting. At the beginning of 13, so can't quite make it to do the overcut. Who else is stopping? Aaron Olroy came in at 13, so these guys ran it all the way till they were out. Let's see how much fuel Ty Williams has been able to save. Not enough. No two-stopper yet. We'll see if Sean Cunningham comes in. He's 12 seconds back. Will he stay out? Yes, he does. All right, Trevor Mack coming in, abandoning the two-stop concept. So Sean Cunningham, right now, I'm calling the only player to try to save fuel. How far back is he from the race leader, Justin Thaler? Only 12 seconds, so that's not going to be enough. It may be enough. We'll see. A minute 30, so the pit lane delta is about 30 seconds. So if Sean Cunningham is going to stay out, he needs to be 30 seconds ahead each stop. And right now he's only 11. So I don't think it's going to work, but I give him credit for trying. He at least has gone 2 laps overcut to the 13 lap racers. But we have multiple different strategies now. 3 different strategies going. For Sean Cunningham, the only one to make it to the end of 14. Sorry, 15 laps. So he did it. He made it 15 laps. 11 seconds, 10 seconds to stop. And he only has to stop twice. He can cover a 30-second delta if everybody else has to stop one more time. So look for Sean Cunningham. Give him credit for trying it. For Justin Thaler, your natural race leader with Brandon Thayer, not going anywhere. These 2 guys seem to be attached. Anthony Castor trying to track down Aaron Holroyd up the road. There's Aaron in the Manscaped machine. Really glad Ant Castor is able to race with us again tonight. Welcome back, Ant. I missed you. Coming to the final turn 10 and 11. This is race 5 of 12. The only road course on this season's calendar. Look at the race for the lead. These guys are not letting each other go. Closest battle on the track. Once again, can Ant Caster catch Aaron Holroyd? They get by Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Trevor McLaughlin did stay in front of these guys. In P7 is Trevor Mack coming at you into your living room. And Caster chases my man, Aaron Holroyd. Williams in the Jarritos machine is catching Eric Thaler, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports. Little by little, Eric Thaler stopped on lap 6. Williams on lap 14. So Eric is looking at going to 19 or 20. Ty is good to go to 27 or 28. So 7 or 8 lap overcut. Here's Anthony Holroyd trying to steal the thunder from Anthony Holroyd. I'm so sorry, guys. I got it mixed up. Anthony Caster and Aaron Holroyd. Easy for you to say. Can Ant Caster catch Aaron? Let me know. Anthony Caster. Oh, Aaron Holroyd misses the second apex. Ant Caster reeling him in. Once again, Ty Williams trying to work his way around Eric Thaler. 2 different pit strategies. Once again, Eric stopped on lap 6. Got enough fuel to make it all the way. And this now is the closest battle on the track. Is he going to get him coming into the bus stop? Looking left, looking right. Here we go. Side by side into the bus stop. Eric Thaler has to just watch him go. Nice outbraking by Ty Williams. See if we can see that. Did Eric give it to him? No. Ty Williams gets a run coming over the pit stop. Can he get a run on Eric coming up through the S's? Wide open. Eric may have got a little sideways, but he earned it. He earned the racing position. And he turns in just in front of Eric. Congratulations, Ty Williams. Move him up a spot, and now your race leader pitting in on his way out. Also in Dustin Reinstedel, Eric Thaler in for their stop. Justin Taylor in front of Trevor Mack. Trevor came in at lap 14. Maybe he's working on that final pit stop for Trevor. You can really see the fuel save for Trevor Mack versus Aaron Holroyd. Great catch coming out of the carousel. Justin Thaler has stopped twice, and he is currently third in the race. Brandon Thayer has stopped twice, so Brandon also stopped with Justin. However, Brandon Thayer 14.7 on the stop, 10.78 for Trevor. Justin Thaler 8.5 seconds on his second stop. Jason Huffman on the inside of Kevin Mayer. Around the carousel. Move Jason Huffman up a spot. And Kester's into the pits. Where's Aaron? Aaron stays out. Aaron Oldroyd currently fourth. You can see he has Trevor Mack right behind him. If you would like to join the Midwest Motorsports League, you can always go to midwest-motorsports.com. Check out the rules, figure out which lead works for you. Pause for this station identification. You can always go to midwest-motorsports.com. Once again, Sunday nights are the Cup Series, Friday nights for the trucks, Tuesdays for the Road Series. Midwest-motorsports.com.
Are you tired of milquetoast lawless racing and ready for a real league? Then you need Midwest Motorsports. Our iRacing Cup, Truck, and Road Series are unrivaled and make grown men cry. Featuring active race control and an active Discord server. Say goodbye to cheese wagon free-for-alls and hello to the best league racing you'll find anywhere. Want more? Who doesn't? Catch our weekly podcast, complete with member interviews, race reviews, standing updates, and rig tips and tricks. Live race broadcasts with announcer commentary.
And Todd Williams in the 81 in the red car. Jason Huffman gets in between them.
Fridays, Truck Series. Sundays, Cup Series. Tuesdays, Road Series. Visit midwest-motorsports.com to sign up for free and see if you have what it takes to not finish last. Our next season starts soon. Scan the QR code to sign up now, unless you like being taken out in turn 1 by noobs.
All right. These guys on the track aren't the only ones that needed a pit stop tonight. Aaron Holroyd takes 2 tires. The broadcaster took 4 tonight, but I'm back. Thanks for your patience. You can always go to midwest-motorsports.com. You have what it takes to not finish last. Justin Taylor on Sean Cunningham. This could be the race for the win later on. If Sean Cunningham holds up Justin Taylor by any means, or if Justin Taylor has any trouble getting around Sean Cunningham, here we go. Brake discs. Red hot. Sean Cunningham now side by side with Justin. Remember, Sean Cunningham is on a fuel save. So if he's keeping up, he's probably burning fuel. Don't do it, Sean. I am keeping an eye on YouTube if anybody's checking us out. Don't be shy. Sean Cunningham usually has a fan following, 4 or 5 drivers. Both of his friends. Jason Huffman in the pits. I don't know if he has any friends that watch him race. All his friends are racing or broadcasting. Jason Huffman out of the pit lane now as Michael Samia gets around Ty Williams to get a lap back. Get his lap back. So Michael Samia barely on the lead lap. And Castor facing Michael Samia. That's the race for position. Ty Williams lets Ant go as well. So Ty Williams, your leader. Is he playing it safe? Still trying to fuel save. A little bit at least. Make sure any fuel save you get saves time stopped stationary in the pits. Your race leader stays out another lap, 28, finishing his 28th lap. Starting number 29. Justin Taylor, 10 seconds behind. And don't look now, Brandon Thayer still on his tail, 1.7 seconds back. But that is a great race for position on a road course especially. Closer than it looks is that Ant Castor backwards. Yes, it is. Taking the Midwest Motorsports paint for a spin. Cool down lap. Monday nights, 8 p.m. Join us. Does he finally get it pointed straight? Oh, he had to work hard to get it straight. As you can see, he locks up. Front wheels are locked. Nope. The rear of the car chasing the front. When you hit the barrier with the back of the car, it's oversteer. Now they're all locked up. When you hit the wall with the front of your car, it's understeer. So that was oversteer in the back. Swapping ends. Goes over the curbing. Practicing his victory burnouts as the leaders thankfully go by. That was close. Whoa. What was that view like? But these guys, all good. Oh, there they were. We're back live, riding with Justin Taylor. Anyway, he had a windshield full of a sideways facing Ant Castor. Here's the other Midwest Motorsports Garp, the Godfather, founding brother, older brother. Eric Thaler with the purple lap so far, meaning the fastest lap, getting slideways, putting down the power coming out of the carousel. A good job for Eric Thaler to crank out some really fast laps right now. Brendan Thayer through turn one continues to chase down and hunt Justin Thaler. Is he looking for a way around? Through the S's one more time, hopefully in a slipstream. Into the bus stop they go. Justin Thaler needs to hit him right as to get 4 wheels in the air coming through the bus stop. The race for the lead is on with 14 laps to go. They need to complete this one and one more to make it to the end, I believe. So are they going to stop now? No, remember they came in at lap 7. So now they can make it to the end. It's time to stop, and Brandon Thayer makes up ground as they get on the brakes coming into the pit lane. Where is Ty Williams? Eric Thaler's going to take over the lead unless he also comes in. And it looks like he does. So Dustin Reinstedel, is he going to come in also? No, Dustin Reinstedel stays out. How about Ty? Does he want to stop? And can they make it? 13 laps plus a little save. Time stopped for Justin Thaler, 14.7. Time stopped for Brandon Thayer, 7.4. So Brandon Thayer pulls some strategy and will be your new leader when Ty and Dustin stop. We know they can't make it on fuel. They're second behind. Brandon Thayer, take it easy, man. Let's get it going. No reason to take risks now. You already made your bed. You decided not to take tires. Justin Thaler did. So we'll see about the pace differential. Between Justin Thaler, he has about 7 seconds to make up. As you can see in the battle box. Yep, there it is, minus 7 seconds. The car we're riding with. So, Brandon Thayer, right now is Dustin Reinstedel in between, who's coming into pits. As soon as Justin Thaler passes pit lane, Justin will come back in the battle box. Plus 6.5. That's the race for the lead. That's how much time Brandon saved by not taking tires. Anybody else going to play that game? Yes, Eric Thaler. Who I believe has been around, maybe not. Eric, again with the fast lap of the race, has a good chance for a podium here. Depending on what Sean Cunningham does. Also, Ty Williams. You never count either one of those guys out. Current leader, Ty Williams. Najarito's painted Toyota. Ty Williams' last stop was 30. It was good to go till 2 laps before. He did take tires. Eric did not. Dustin Reinstedel did not. Could this be a night for Dustin Reinstedel? We shall see. Michael Samia into the pits. Trevor Mack goes around Brandon Thayer. No, I'm sorry, Michael Smith. Sorry about that. Sorry, Brandon, if you're listening. Trevor Mack has one stop to make. John Cunningham is the car off strategy. His last stop was lap 30. So he's got to go 15 laps here. Here's the throttle trace, I believe. Nope, you get RPM. I know Ant Castor black flagged, speeding in the pits, I'm gonna bet. Serves his penalty this time back. Uh-oh, he's stopping. I don't know if that's going to count as his black flagging. JT Justin Taylor is your man of the hour. He did take tires, and now he's got to push to catch Brandon Thayer. This could work out for Justin Taylor, as maybe Brandon has to do some fuel save. Real good run for Justin Taylor no matter what. Hold position. We'll see where he comes out. Justin Taylor, 109.6 for the fastest lap of the race. And Justin Taylor make up ground on Brandon Thayer. He sure is. Justin Taylor's on a mission as Brandon Thayer working on Justin Taylor once again cranking out some laps. And Sean Cunningham put the power down and get past Anthony Castor, the fourth. Eric Thaler once again taking big chances on the chicane. Justin Taylor now with the fastest lap of the race. Just up the road from Chris. One, two, and three, our famous drivers on the road. Six laps to go. Brandon Thayer still in front of Justin Taylor. 2 seconds the gap now. That's the difference. Great racing by Brandon Thayer. Almost 2 seconds in the lead of Ty Williams. No pressure on Ty Williams. Ty Williams' last stop was lap 30. And these guys passed Ty Williams. We don't know. Stay tuned to find out. Justin Taylor on Brandon Thayer. This is the race for the win. Justin Taylor stays on the inside due to gravel and road course conditions. Justin Taylor has been able to stay around Brandon Thayer. Ty Williams still leads the race. He has to stop one more time. Well, Brandon and Justin come in with 3 laps to go. And can Ty Williams make it all the way? I think Justin and Brandon are good on fuel. down the back stretch. Justin Thaler is on the move. The race for the lead is on. We got somebody spinning in the bus stop. See, they're able to keep it clean. Did he make enough time to manage Justin Whitmer's trophy? Whoa. Dustin Reinstedel, Justin Thaler. No, Ty Williams, Justin Thaler, Brandon Thayer. What am I thinking? 1, 2, and 3 right here on your screen. Ty Williams can't defend. Brandon Thayer now trying to figure out what to do. Here they come. Brandon Thayer, Justin Thaler. And that's the race. Am I reading that right? Justin Thaler, what just happened? I thought we had another lap to go. Let's go back and do this all over again. I was looking at the screen. Barney's throwing the checkered flag. How did they get around Ty? Ty was still fuel saving. Golly, please forgive me, guys. What a lackluster finish by the announcers. So sorry. Hopefully I get another chance to do it. All right, so here it is to take the white. We're going to one more lap. Justin Thaler pursuing. Brandon Thayer right behind. It's the race for the lead. To make it a touch, Justin Thaler on the nose. Going up the S's. Justin Thaler looking left, looking right for a way around. Meanwhile, we got Brandon Thayer coming up behind. Ty just gets out the way. Justin was saying the chrome horn's coming. Now Brandon Thayer behind him coming into the bus stop. This is the race for the lead. Through the bus stop, Brandon very patient there. Great racing from Brandon Thayer. Not to push the effort. I don't know if he could. Justin Thaler's not going to give up the lead too easily. Last race, last season's winner at this track, Brandon Thayer coming up on the final two corners. Justin Thaler just has to hit his marks. And Justin Thaler takes the checkered flag. Great show for Ty Williams to finish third. And Brandon Thayer second. The long pace lap for Justin Thaler. We'll put him on turbo to get him back to do his burnouts for the broadcast. Right. And great show. I will look for our race winners to make it to the broadcast booth. As the race results are in. And now Justin Thaler brings it to the line. Ty Williams already retired his car. Brandon as well. So Justin Thaler now. Hold him for the broadcast. And let's go find Ty Williams. What a great race. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Sorry I was falling asleep there at the end. Not really. How could you? Trying to find the race. But we got it. The final lap. Incredible racing, especially with the top three. As strategy for Ty Williams almost played out, but not quite. Ty, it's James in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, man, you sound disappointed, man. You should not be. That was incredible effort. Try to hold off of chasing Justin Thaler. Talk us through your race, your strategy.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, but it was a good race. I don't know if I had the pace, the straight out pace to compete with Brandon and JT, and something I'd practice and try to do this week is try to make the race on 2 stops, and I thought I had it in the bag because I was I pitted on lap 30 going into 31. We usually get about 14 and a half laps of fuel. And I came out the pits and it said 15. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm, good to go to the end, and run a good pace because I knew JT took tires and I guess either I burned it up or iRacing took away a lap or whatever, but around like 5 to go, I think, I realized I was going to be half a lap short, and I started clutching just to try and do anything. But with them on my back, I knew even if I stayed in front going into the final corners, I was not going to have the power to accelerate out the last corner. So I tried. It was a fun race, and third is still good. With especially considering how I didn't feel like I had the pace like that, but it was fun nonetheless.
Yeah, I figured you and John Cunningham had it strategy figured out. Surprised that you're using iRacing for fuel pit strategy as opposed to, I know there's a couple other downloads you can get. That's been your best. Do you feel like it let you down? You gonna try something else next time, or you gonna stick with what you know?
I mean, as far as I know, that's all I know. I don't have any other downloads or I guess anything else. I just use iRacing and that's it. Um,
All right,
so I mean,
all good.
I've been wanting to explore around with it. I just have never gotten to the time and kind of don't know how to like that. But
My guess is you probably know somebody that's know a crew chief or two based on your
yeah,
side job, so you might be able to figure some strategy out. We go to Gateway next week, man. I know you're good there. We'll look for you. You're still a lot of racing left in the season, so we know you'll be back. Keep your head up, man. Third, still a lot better than everybody else except for two of them. So keep your head up, Ty. We'll talk to you next week after Gateway, I'm sure.
yep. I'll see you next week.
All right, that's Ty Williams, third place, holding his head up as he goes to next week at Gateway. Brandon Thayer, great job finishing second. You almost got Justin there at the end. Um, Congratulations, Brandon. I know it's one spot behind where you finished last season, but it's still a great race on that final couple of laps, especially.
Hey, James, I appreciate it. I'm happy that I was able to still pull out a decent finish, but very, very unhappy with myself with those last few laps and how I rode them out. But Justin was fast the whole night. Our strategies differ just a little bit. I hesitated with some of my strat calls, so that could have been what called it a day. Ty and Sean, I knew they were cooking something up, and with a lot of Trevor and Sean Cunningham's help, I was able to determine what I wanted to do with my car coming into today. But it was kind of, in the moment, it was all thrown into the air, and like I was saying, unhappy with second although second is still a phenomenal result. I'm happy that I got a good result, but unhappy that I couldn't make it to the end in first.
You were chasing Justin down, I mean, for 45 laps. You guys were never more than really 2 seconds apart. What was that like? That had to be fun. It was fun from here.
Honestly, it was I felt in the zone. I was always aware of where Justin was because I knew that he was the one that I was racing. Not this isn't a slight to any other of the competitors, but I knew coming into today and throughout today, Justin would be my only competition, and it would be a matter of how I can maneuver around him, get around traffic when needed, and he did it better than me, taking tires at that final stop rather than at the second stop like I did. Just ended up giving him a great amount of speed there at the end that he needed, a lot of extra grip there at the end. I got stuck. Not maybe stuck isn't the right word, but a bit of dirty air got caught up between me and Ty, and I wasn't able to get by Ty when I wanted to. But for being on such an off strategy, Ty still being able to finish third, that was still phenomenal. So again, huge shout out to Sean and Trevor being able to help me as much as they did, and I learned so much on the lead up to this race and during the race. So hopefully I can just take that and move it into some better results in ovals.
I agree. Well, we got a nothing but ovals the rest of the way. So I think you're not the only one that's looking forward to the ovals. But I can tell you it was a great race tonight, and you'll move up some in the spots from fourth tonight based on Sean and Trevor's spot, but really close. You're only 1 point behind our race winner, Justin Taylor. Congrats on a great win tonight, or a great second place tonight, Brandon. And I look forward to seeing you do it for the rest of the season, man. Congratulations on a great run.
Thank you so much, James, and congrats on the win, Justin.
That's Brandon Thayer takes his exit, and now your race winner, Justin Thaler, no relation. Justin,
What's happening?
what a great race, man. Were you feeling the pressure, first of all, from lap one? Brandon never left you the whole time.
Oh, for sure. He totally kept me honest. Really fast and really consistent. So, and kudos to Ty too. When he was stretching it there, that was a strategy I thought about trying to play, and then kind of when the race started, I abandoned that one. So my strategy kind of changed, within the first couple of laps, but I was going to try his strategy too, and he did a hell of a job, making it that far and holding a position, getting third out of it. I mean, nothing to be upset about there for sure when everybody else had varying strategies that were way different than trying to, do the fuel save.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch and see the different strategies played out. It looks like you guys came in at like lap 7. So was that just enough? I think you only needed like 2 laps per stop. So that would have been, I guess 6 laps. So one extra lap of cushion and go for it. Is that the plan?
Yeah. Between 6 and 8, I was going to go in. And when I heard Brandon was pitting, I was kind of already committed to staying out. So he tried to undercut. I stayed out ahead of him, and then that was the plan all along. Just use up, run the race backwards basically. And my brother helped me out with figuring out when to stop and everything else. So big thank you to Eric for that one, and planting that seed strategy. But overall, I mean, I didn't plan on taking tires my last stop. I actually wanted to take on my second stop. So when I didn't have tires selected on my second stop, and Brandon wasn't too far behind me, and he was catching me pretty quick, so I kind of felt like, oh, that's going to hurt, because I know, I'm going to be at the tire disadvantage again if I don't take tires my last stop. And there's probably about 8 seconds or so, in stop time between just fuel and tires. So I was kind of, if my feet weren't on the pedals, I would have kicked myself, right in the jewels for that one, but that wasn't my plan. And then I early on in the race there was some traffic, and I just tried to get through as quickly as possible without beating on anybody else's doors or anything. But Brandon was there all night, and then in that last stop, Ty Williams was like
Yeah.
8 seconds out ahead of us, and I was like, well, I don't know if we're going to catch him because there was only about 13 laps left or so at that point. So I kind of thought it was over there and just tried to keep hitting my marks and stay consistent. I was pretty pleased with my consistency and the speed. The setup changed mildly from last year's setup, so you really had to learn kind of the new tire wear and the aero
Okay.
that they came out with. So the setup was a lot different. Like the old setup, you could pretty much rip it uphill through the S's, especially the left-hander at the top of the hill, and this setup was wholly different. And I don't know if they changed the ride height for the Watkins setup or not, but it feels like you're definitely bottoming out more coming through the bus stop using the curbs, and your outlap is definitely more sketchy than it used to be. So I think it was just new for everybody, but it was a heck of a race.
Yeah, it was. We saw you coming in on Ty Williams, and he was good to go. Brandon Thayer, you lost any semblance of a lead over Brandon
Hmm.
Thayer side by side in the final chicane or final S's. On that
Hmm.
last lap, we saw you give the chrome horn to Ty. I think he knew he couldn't make it, he just said. So, what was that adrenaline rush like?
Well, the lap before, I tried to cross him over, and he carried a little more speed through turn one than me, and I just couldn't get to him. So then the next lap, I tried it again, and I think I carried a little more momentum, but like right at the perfect second, he kind of cut me off the block, and I couldn't. I mean, to set up coming into turn two, you can't be too far right. But it was the last lap, so I tried to get out ahead of him, and we rubbed a little bit. So I kind of come out of the throttle because he was going to be real tight for the left-hander at the top of the S's. And I don't know if he just got squirrely or not, because it was a 0x, and I don't think I didn't intend to move
Oh,
him, and I didn't think I did at the time. I think there's ample space, but when he got loose right up there at the top, I was like, oh, this could be bad. But he managed to keep it together, and that was a heck of a save. But yeah, coming out of turn one, it wasn't anything I was planning on. I wasn't going to move him there, and I think he just tried to block. I mean, it was a good block because it was literally like maybe you could fit a piece of paper between our bumpers. So I figured, well, I don't want to lose any more time. I'll nudge him a little bit and let him get on up the road, and then try and
okay.
regroup. If I didn't get him through the S's, it was going to be either at the carousel or into the bus stop or wherever. So
Yeah, apparently his crew chief was telling him he's only got half a lap left coming into the bus stop. So, all
yeah,
good. You made it through, and congrats on a great win, Justin. I think this is if I am I right, seeing two in a row.
uh, did I win the last week? I don't think I won the last week. I got two on the season, maybe. I think I
Watkins
won.
Glen Poconos for finished second. I knew we talked to you.
Yeah, yeah, that's all
Second
right
for
though.
Poconos. Sorry about that. Yeah, not
I
bad, but
just
another great move. You only 1 point ahead of Brandon Thayer. So, with the second, it's going to be a fun championship.
Yeah, for sure. And again, kudos to those guys. They're not slouches. So it's every season it's getting harder and harder on the road courses, and it's just pushing everybody, I think. So it's good competition for sure.
Yep, only ovals the rest of the way. We'll see what happens, man. Race 5 is done of 12. 7 more to go, and congrats, Justin Thaler, the CEO of Midwest Motorsports, for the win. Congratulations, Justin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to all the Midwest Motorsports admins for making this league great. I'm James J, reminding you to stay in your lane.
and I approve of this message.